Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Anita, tapping to you, life coach and teacher. How are you today? I'm doing well, and I see the sun is coming out. It is 7:31 where I am in the morning. I think all is like I said, all is well this morning for me. Before we get into today, what did you those that viewed this video, did you take a chance to listen to your inner teaching yesterday? And I did, and it served me well. Yesterday I went somewhere and I was unfamiliar in the area and where I was going. Well, of course I googled it and MapQuested and printed out the directions. As I'm driving, though, on the way there, I was fine. I followed my instructions. I'm not really a map reader, and the north, south, east, and west really escapes me. So I was doing that, but on the way back, when I went inside, I was going into a complex, and when I went inside, I got turned around because it was a fairly big, I guess, mall or one of those. Yeah, it was a shopping mall, and I was going to a particular place to go, get my hair cut. I had this coupon. Anyway, I was all turned around and I said, okay, today is enhancing that inner guidance, that inner teaching, that inner tutelage. So I said, okay, without anything, that's the first thing, and that's one thing about intuition. You follow your first thought before, and intuition can be sometimes illogical to us, like that doesn't make sense, but you just follow the first thing that you think, and then the feeling, it just feels right. Anyway, I did it and it served me well. I was so thankful because I was really turned around and I had really no idea which way to go. So I just followed it. It led me straight to where I was going, and I said, all right, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. And now also yesterday, I think I did a faux pas. I didn't re-listen to the tape, to the video. But I remember the three favorite classes. Did you think about that? Did you give reflection on what were your three? Were you able to come up with three favorite class subjects? That kind of thing. And mine was English, anthropology, and psychology. And as I was defining my English, the words, and I don't think I say grammar, but grammar, and psychology, the study of the mind. And when I went to anthropology, see, anatomy is also that, but I chose anthropology, and I think in my mind, I had just finished watching um, a video, a wonderful video that I mentioned, the mind of the heart. So in my mind, I'm thinking the mind of the heart as I'm saying anthropology being my favorite subject, but only I'm talking about the vital organ systems where, well, anyway, it does correlate, but anthropology, I enjoy the study of the change of the natural selection, how we adapt to different environmental factors as they come and as they go. So I just wanted to clear that up a little bit. That was an error, but indirectly. All right, getting into, well, first of all, today, before we get started as well, I want to thank you for sharing your space with me. For those who watch this thought massage reflection, thank you so much. I do love and appreciate you. All right, okay. Today, the vibration, I'm going to share the vibration for both. Today, the universal vibration is um, um, happiness, defining, reflecting. What is your happiness? What defines what is happiness to you? Because that is so relative. Happiness is not a concrete or a word that fits all of us. You know what I mean? As far as definition, what makes happiness is a feeling of joy, a feeling of connecting, or feeling of peace. Those are all can be defined as happiness. But I like to reflect a little deeper than that. What, for the universal vibration today, is the reflection of what makes you happy? What defines your happiness? Um, for me, um, for me, the happiness, I'm going to reflect on that because a lot of things make me happy. But I'm going to think on that. I don't have the answer right now. See, sometimes these these thought reflections and the vibes can be so simple that it takes us a moment to think about it because they're just that simple. You know what I mean? So I'm going to think on that today. What defines my happiness? And I have one because it's amazing how this thing came to be this morning. It really is, but I'm going to go on now. For the thought massage, or no, we're not going to get into that yet. I want to go into the universal vibe. Is a reflection on what makes you happy. What is your happiness? HAPPYNESS or HAPPINESS. Mine, because we have universal vibration energy and we have individual because again, like I shared before, we're all collective. We're all one. We're connected. And my particular vibration today is discipline. And I love this because last night, I'm a Law and Order fan on TV, and last night on one of the channels, the Law and Order Marathon, if you will, came on. It came on at 9 o'clock, or it comes on 11 o'clock in the morning, and it goes all the way through until about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning for the next day. Well, I would watch it on and off as I'm coming in and out and doing different things. Well, when I retired into my room where I was watching the Law and Order. So I'm chilling and watching the TV and maybe dozing off and doing things, enjoying my space. And I happened to look up and it was 3 o'clock in the morning. So I went and retrieved to go into my bedroom. Oh, the connection is weak. So I hope this gets through. And I think it's this, I see these little things on here, little messages from the Facebook. It seems like it does that when that comes on. Anyway, I retire at about 3 o'clock. And this morning my alarm went off. And I was thinking, it's Thursday. I'll come back to the thought massage on Monday because I do them Monday through Thursday. I got up without thinking what the energy, the vibration is my personal energy. So I got up. I said, no, I'm going to do this because today is Thursday. Anyway, when I started thinking, guys, my personal vibration for today is discipline. And I am so glad I followed my hunch. I followed what was in me to get up and do what you're to do. I'm so glad I have my gym attire on because I'm going to the gym. My day is starting off real swell. That really makes me feel good. So my universal energy, and if you're interested in your own particular personal energy, feel free to connect with me. What is it? Well, you can go to my website and type in the question or the email. Tap into you, TAP in the letter. Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna go into that. That's well, you know what? Let me see. Here we go. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna write this down and sign it. So if you want to, and this is at Gmail. Okay, so if you want to know your personal, let's see if we can see this. If you want to know your personal vibration, that's TAP, and all of them are always tap into you. TAP, the letter N, and then the number 2, and then spell out YOU at Gmail. Okay, so I hope you can see that. So that's TAP, and I don't want to spend too much TAP, letter N, number 2, and then spell out YOU at Gmail. So if you want to know your personal vibration, please feel free to reach out with me, and I can share that information with you. Okay. So anyway, I'm so glad that I followed that because my inside, my inner tutelage, my inner guidance, my inner teacher had shared with me, get up for today and do what you're to do, and I followed. And because I followed, I am I'm in sync with my universal vibe today. So I'm feeling all good, y'all. I'm feeling all good. I know this day is going to be absolutely spectacular. I know it is. It always is when you're in sync with your energy. It just always is. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so that was my universal vibe, and I'm sorry, my personal vibe, and the universal vibe is reflecting on what's your happiness. What is your happiness? I'm feeling quite happy right now. Maybe I'm defining my happiness without actually defining it. You know what I mean? Sometimes we can define our happiness not by words, by what we do, how we look. You know what I mean? Ah, it's all good. Okay, I'm feeling so good this morning. Um, Okay, so what makes you happy? And I have a little notes here. The thought massage, and you know how we do. You know how we do before we go out and entertain and embrace and engage the thoughts of others. We take the time to engage, embrace, and entertain the thoughts of our own. And today's thought massage is, what does success mean to you? And again, see, before, again, you are the treasure, the map is within, and love is the compass. What does success mean to me, or what does success mean to you? And before I did the cards, I'm going to show you how see, they're just questions. A bunch of them are just questions. Before I did my cards, because as you guys know, this is my daily reflection that I share with you. Daily reflection, meditation, prayer. Before I do this, before I go into the card, I shuffle and I just think and just be thankful that I'm here. Anyway, before I did this, I was thinking yesterday I paid my bills, and that's another happiness for me. I was just thinking before this card turned over, I was thinking, you know what? I said, I'm so thankful that I was able to pay my bills, all of my bills for this month, yesterday, with ease and joy. That's the key. With ease and joy. I wasn't robbing Paul to pay Peter. I wasn't robbing Peter to pay Paul. I was able to pay my bills with ease and joy. And by goodness, I have some money left over to spare. And when I looked at this card, what does success mean to me? I said, that's my success for today. Success today means to me being able to pay my bills with ease and joy and have money to spare. That's what success means to me today. What does success mean to you? Let's reflect on that, okay? What does success mean to you? All right, that was our thought massage for this morning, and we're going to go into the key. I'm really excited to see what this key is going to say. All right, what does the thought? Okay, this is the thought massage message to massage your mind. The journey in self-recovery is beautiful, and so are you in life, light, love, me. All right, so again, we take our breath. We take our breaths from the diaphragm, remember, from the diaphragm. And then we're just going to open up, and I'm just going to see here. Wow. There are two of them today. Gosh, sometimes things can occur together, back to back, simultaneous, and it can actually bring tears to my eyes because of the pure miracle of it all. Things like this reminds me of something that I read years ago, that we use the term miracle, and the reading had indicated that we conceive a miracle as something that occurs not all the time. And the author was saying that A miracle is something that happens all the time. And when it does not happen, that doesn't mean the miracle that comes from time to time that that's a miracle. The miracle is that it should happen all the time, not some of the time, not happenstance or um, without notice. We should experience miracles every day of our life. And a miracle is waking up in the morning. A miracle is every breath we breathe. A miracle is our heart beating, what they say, 1,000 beats a minute. A miracle is wow, it's just feeling so doggone good. That's a miracle. Anyway, I just said that. I had to stop for a minute because this is the key. I'm going to read both of them. The first one is, when there's a question, there's an answer, and it's right behind the eye. It's simple, and it's in sight. The key is to look inside. Our reflection. What is your happiness? If there's something that is perplexing you, that is keeping you from your happiness, look inside for the answer, and then you'll be happy because you have the resolution. Look inside. The second one, look inside. The second one is an Ado of Nigeria. When I worked at the prison, Ryan Correctional Facility, I worked 4 years before I ventured off on my own of 19 years with Michigan Department of Corrections. I left, and before I left, I did my 4 years. I'd say my 4 year stint in the prison. Anyway, one of the officers, I do calligraphy, and I put things in calligraphy, motivational sayings, and I found an Ado of Nigeria, and I wrote it in calligraphy. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see that. But that's an Ado of Nigeria. And I did 2 of them. It was beautiful in black background with gold lettering and like kente cloth as the mat. Anyway, the Ado of Nigeria says, nothing can disturb the calm of my soul. And the key, greater in me. Greater in me. Oh my gosh, I just love it. Okay, all right, so today, just to recap, today, what is your happiness? See, I'm getting tears. What is your happiness? Define your happiness. What makes you happy? What does success mean to you? And I bet the two are going to come together. What does success mean to you? When there's a question, there's an answer, and it's right behind the eye. It's simple, and it's in sight. It's just simply behind the eye. It's not out here. It's in here. The key is to look inside. And the second key is greater in me. Nothing can disturb the calm of my soul. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for sharing this morning's thought massage with me. I'm quite emotional for some reason. Goodness gracious. Okay. If you feel that this video has touched you and provided some positives for you, please feel free to share. If you see it on YouTube, please, if you would subscribe the button to give me a thumbs up, that would be great. If you see it on Facebook, please feel free to give me a thumbs up, that would be great. If you want to know what your particular personal vibration is, hook me up. Hey, reach out to me. I'd be glad to share that information with you. If you know of anyone that you think would enjoy entertaining, embracing, and engaging the thoughts of their own before going out and engaging and embracing the thoughts of others, please feel free to share this video. That would honor me. That's the ultimate compliment for me. Anyway, If you like more information about me and the Tap Into You concept, which is TAPN number 2, letter U, if you'd like information about the concept or about the cards, having your own, or about the Thought Massage book, please feel free to reach out to me at enguyct.org. That's ENG as in good, AICT.org. All right, you guys, have a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful Tap Into You day. The journey and self-recovery is beautiful, and so are you. Bye.